Hello, everyone. Okay, so welcome from my home studio. You're going to see me here more often. We're going to do something called true north alignment. Now, shut your eyes for a moment. And I just want you to think about the words true north and think about what that means for you. What is true north to you? What is your true north? Some people call it North Star. Other people might think about it as their guiding light. We're going to talk about it as true north. And I teach true north alignment on the mat. I might not necessarily call it that, but many of the cues, for those of you who do practice with me, or if you've done any of my recordings, know some of my cues. All of them are connected to true north alignment. Now, what does that mean? For me, it's aligning mind, body, breath, and energy all into one so that I'm moving forward in one direction, forward moving energy, forward moving direction towards one's point. True north alignment is getting us into that spot, into that direction. So stand up on your feet. Get grounded in your feet. True north starts in your feet, starts in your foundations. Right now we're in a standing posture, so it starts at the feet. So feet at 12 o'clock. I often see toes a little bit turned out. I sometimes heels out a little bit more. That might feel like true north, but I invite you to look down. You want your big toes facing 12 o'clock. That's when your feet are at 12 o'clock. Okay, from there, lift all 10 toes up, keep them up, and now press down through the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the center of your heels. Get really grounded into those spots. And then from there, your toes are still lifted. Maybe you can spread them out a little bit. Yes, you can. Just give it a try. And then place them back down one by one onto the mat. Maybe that worked for you. Maybe it didn't. Who cares? You gave it a try, right? So now you're grounded in your feet and you're going to build from your feet upwards. So inner ankles are turning back. The outer shins are hugging in, wrapping in, and the leg muscles are hugging to the bones. So there's a rooting down through your feet with your big toe mound, little toe mound, center of the heels. The inner ankles are turning out, the outer shins are hugging in, and the leg muscles are hugging into the leg bones. Okay, you've got that. You're pressing down, you're hugging in. And then what happens with your belly? We are always, always, always thinking about the lower belly pulling in. So pit of the belly pulling in and up towards the spine. So it's like a, and at the same time, the tailbone then drops. Lifting of the belly towards the spine. Good. So your feet are plugging down. The inner ankles are turning out, the outer shins are hugging in, and the leg muscles are hugged into the bone. And then the lower belly, pit of the belly pulling in and up towards the spine. From there, lift the shoulders up towards the ear, spread across the collarbones, and then create a softness. Allow a softness in. So even though we're standing here firmly, grounded, hugging in, creating true north, creating this posture, there's also an ease to it. So there's stability in the pose. There's also an ease, a softness. And with everything, it's that balance. It's finding that middle ground, finding that fine line between the firmness, but also the softness, finding that perfect spot where you almost feel like you're floating in a way. You're so solid, but also there's an expression upward. So you're grounded, but uplifted at the same time. Okay, and there's your true north. And the thing is about true north, you know when you've got it. You know when you've got it in a standing posture, but this isn't about arriving. The point is not strive to arrive to the pose. The point is really to strive to arrive into the place of being and experiencing. And experiencing might be some wobbles. And then you tap back into the cues to get you into your true north alignment. And you can do true north alignment in any pose. You could do it in your warrior one with your right foot at 12 o'clock, inner arches lifting up, a hugging in of the leg muscles to the leg bones, broadening across the chest, and then also creating that softness. You can do it in your warrior two. You could do it in a balancing posture. I don't know, you're taking tree, your left foot is planted, your right foot creates the resistance, and we're grounded, rooting down. The inner arch of the left foot is lifting up, and you're creating a broadness across the chest. There's a stability and ease. So I invite you to just test it out. Test it out on the mat. Test it out on the mat. And then, like everything I teach, can you apply this off the mat? Whether that's to, I don't know, maybe you have a desk job. Maybe you have a desk job and you sit behind your desk at all times and you find yourself slugging over. Can you think about the thoracic spine towards the chest? So pressing the thoracic spine towards the chest, expanding the shoulders, sitting upright. And you'll notice there's a difference. There's a difference to your presence. There's a difference to your concentration, to your focus. Energetically, there is a big shift when you allow yourself to stand in your true north alignment versus closing yourself off and just hanging out in your joints and dumping into the pose, or not being intentional at all about whatever posture you're in, whether that is on the mat or off the mat. Okay. Happy practicing your true north alignment, both on and off the mat. Until next time, be here and be well.